Hello, in this video I'll show you how to edit and make your raw photos pop when it comes to editing photos in Photoshop. So in order to download this raw file to practice and follow along with, simply check the link in the video description to download this very raw file to practice and follow along with. So as soon as you import the raw file into Photoshop, it is going to automatically be opened up in Camera Raw, and in Camera Raw the very first thing you have to do is correcting the light and contrast issues regarding the photo. So for this, I start with analyzing the photo, and you can see right now I have some blown out highlights in the skin. So to correct that, I'll just take the highlights down like that, and I'll do the same for the whites, just like that. Then I'll come and add contrast to this very image to around 10, and I'll take the blacks down to add more dynamic range to the image, and I'll simply open up the exposure of this very photo. Once you're done doing those basic corrections, we shall come to the color option, and under color we have temperature. So temperature determines how cool or how warm the image is going to be made. So for this, in case you shot a photo in a warm white balance and you want to cool it down, just move this slider towards the blue side, and the blue is going to reduce on the amount of yellows in the photo. So for this, basically I'll just come and leave it the way it is because I feel like this white balance is perfect. I'll come to the vibrance and add a tiny bit of vibrance to about 3 looks okay. Once I'm done doing all that, I'll just come to the major emphasis of this video, which is the color grading. So we shall come to the color mixer right here, and we have two options, mixer and color point. So with color point, you can target a given color in the image and you adjust it accordingly. So for this, I'm just going to use the color or this point color option, click on it and select it, and click on, for example, those greens in the background, and play around with the hues to my taste or to my liking. So I'm just going to slightly make those greens pop in the background, and you can click and target another color in the background and play around with the hues of that given color, or you can even play around with the saturation. Remember, saturation is the intensity of a color. So I'm just going to slightly make that color pop like that. After doing that, I'll come to my mixer, and in mixer we have hue, saturation and luminance. Hue deals with changing a color, saturation is the intensity of a color, luminance is the brightness level of a given color. So let me first of all show you what hue will do to the greens. So if I want to change the greens, I'll move this like this. So you can make the greens like the yellow. So whenever you're moving a slider towards the left hand side, you're making that color under the hues look like a color just above it, and when you move this slider towards the right hand side, you're making that color look like a color below it. So for this, I'm just going to make the greens towards about -12, and I'll make the yellows towards the greens, and that is going to make that pop. Then I'll come to the saturation and slightly desaturate the greens because I feel like they look oversaturated. Remember, saturation is the intensity of a given color. So just take that down, and luminance is the brightness level of a color. You can brighten or darken a given color. So I'm just going to slightly darken my greens to around -3. So this is where we started, and this is where we are right now, before, after. So once you are done doing that, we shall come and go to our color grading panel, and in color grading you can come and adjust it on the 3-way panel. So with this, basically you are going to come to the midtones, and you can add a given color regarding shadows, highlights and the midtones. So usually when I want to work with the midtones, especially in the skin, I'll just come and click in the middle and add a little bit of yellows to the midtones, just like that, and move this outer point towards the targeted color so that it can be a little bit accurate. So that is basically what I do. So you can see it is very subtle, but it really creates a very huge difference. Then to make the image pop even more, I'll come to my calibration panel, and I'll come to saturation and simply move the saturation slider just forward, and this is going to make the image pop. But don't overdo this because the image won't be looking natural enough. So I'll just take this down to around 10. 10 looks okay. So this is the before and the after for just the calibration panel. So I'll just come and click on open in order to open the photo in Photoshop for us to work on other color grading processes like working on the skin. So for the skin basically I'm just going to be using a simple technique, that is using the solid color adjustment layer, so that I can work on the skin and get a uniform skin color. You can start to have some dark areas here and there. So I'll just come and create a solid color adjustment layer. So just come to adjustments and I'll come to my solid color just like that. Click OK and just come and turn off the solid color layer. Double click on this solid color icon and click on an area you feel is suitable for the skin color that you want in your image or in your photo. So for this, I'm just going to sample. So usually we sample from the face area. So I'm just going to sample any good color around the face area. So I feel like this color looks okay. And I'll click OK. Come and turn this back on and change the blend mode from normal and change it all the way down to color. Then with this white layer mask selected, make sure you select it. Press Ctrl I, or you can use Command I on the keyboard to invert the effect. Come and get the brush tool and make sure for your settings hardness is set to 0, soft round brush is selected, opacity and the flow at 100%, and make sure you have black and white on these two color swatches. So in case you don't have black and white, press D on the keyboard, D to reset this to the default, or you can simply click on the tiny swatches to have black and white. So we want to reveal our color grading on the skin using a white brush. So by using white as a top color, we are going to reveal what was hidden behind this black mask. So I'm just going to increase on the size of the brush by using the bracket keys on the keyboard, so the square bracket keys rather, and start painting on the skin. So just like that, you can notice that we are now painting our color grading over the skin, and it's going to make the skin have a very nice and uniform color at the end of the process. So in case you paint extras or away from a given area, I'll show you how you can correct that. So in order to correct that, simply switch the brush back to black, and black is going to erase a given color in case you have painted extras. So to paint back color grading, switch the brush back to white as the top color, and it's going to be painting or revealing the color grading in this case. So take your time as you're doing this. Make sure that you don't paint carelessly. So take your time. So I'm just going to do this quickly and show you how you can later on perfect the color grading on the skin. So I'm just going to paint like that, and I hope you can see this area was looking a little bit bluish, but by simply painting using our white brush, we have been able to rectify that or fix that area. So you can see for the neck, make sure you paint on those areas like that, and I hope you can see how this is important. Don't worry if it is looking too oversaturated, because we can always come back and we fix it later on by adjusting the opacity and adding one final adjustment layer that is going to help us fix the colors in this case. So you can see how this is turning out. So you have to be careful with the edges at this point. So you can see this. So I'm just showing you how this is done, but you have to be really careful. Or you can as well select the subject and keep within the edges of your subject as you're trying to paint. So Command 0. So after painting, just come the opacity right here and reduce on the opacity so that the effect can look natural and a little bit more realistic. And you can see right now the skin looks beautiful and even. And in case it's still looking too orange, just come to adjustments and come to hue and saturation. Select the reds and come and take down the lightness, and this is going to help you reduce on the oranges, especially in the skin. You can as well come and create a black and white adjustment layer and change the blend mode from normal to multiply and reduce on the opacity like that. So by just doing this, you're going to be getting a very nice and beautiful skin tone that is very uniform for your subject or for your model. Then for that, you can even come and do selective color and simply target our blacks so that you can make the blacks richer. So we shall come and add some cyan to the blacks just like that to make the blacks richer like that. And you can as well come and add more blacks to the image to make it even pop. So you can see before and after for just using the selective color adjustment layer. So this is what we have been able to achieve regarding editing and color grading this very image in both Camera Raw and Photoshop in general. I hope you have learned a thing or two from this very video. Don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe in case you have been watching and you aren't subscribed to this channel. Ronix from Ronix Photography. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget, keep practicing and as well keep creating.